Imagine waking up one morning, you look at the sky, and the sun is gone, not because it vanished, but because the very ground beneath your feet has become as large as the sun itself. Our planet has expanded to a diameter of nearly 1.4 million kilometers. The oceans, mountains, and cities we know are now just microscopic specks on a world so vast it feels unreal. The moment you try to stand, you feel it. Gravity, stronger than ever before. Like the planet is giving you a crushing hug. The sky looks strangely familiar at first, blue and peaceful. But that illusion shatters quickly. The horizon is so far away it seems to stretch out forever, making the world feel like an infinite flat plane. Mountains like Everest, once piercing the clouds, are now just tiny wrinkles on this colossal sphere, like grains of dust on a cosmic beach. But this new world has a silent killer, gravity. To reach the sun's size while keeping its own density, Earth's mass would have to skyrocket. Gravity would multiply thousands of times over. Your body, which once felt light, now weighs as much as a car. Bones would crack under the strain. Muscles would tear. Simply standing becomes an impossible task. Breathing feels like trying to inhale while a building collapses on you. Within minutes, every living thing on the planet is pinned to the ground, crushed by this invisible, overwhelming force. The atmosphere wouldn't survive either. Pulled down by the intense gravity, the air molecules would compress into a dense, suffocating blanket near the surface. The sky would darken as the pressure climbs to levels no organism could ever endure. Even before gravity finishes its deadly work, the very air we need to live becomes our enemy. And what about our oceans? They wouldn't stay oceans for long. Under this new gravity, the immense weight of the water would cause the seas to collapse inward. The pressure at the bottom of the ocean would become so intense that water would start behaving like rock, then like metal, eventually forming exotic types of ice that only exist under cosmic pressure. Waves would disappear, currents would stop, and our vibrant blue planet would turn dark and silent. Deep beneath the surface, things get even more chaotic. The planet's core would react violently to the new pressure. Temperatures would soar beyond anything Earth has ever known. The mantle would begin to melt entirely, and tectonic plates wouldn't just drift, they'd dissolve. Volcanoes wouldn't just erupt. The entire surface would crack open like an overcooked pie crust, with oceans of lava swallowing the already flattened continents. From space, Earth would look less like a planet and more like a failed star, glowing faintly and wrapped in clouds of superheated gas. Our moon wouldn't stand a chance. Pulled by Earth's immense new gravity, it would spiral inward, stretching and deforming until it shatters into a glowing ring of debris, before crashing into our planet in a cataclysmic, world-ending event. Earth's gravitational pull wouldn't stop there. It would disrupt the entire solar system. Venus would wobble in its orbit, Mars would be dragged off its path, and asteroids would be yanked toward us like moths to a flame. But there's a bigger question. If Earth is as big as the sun, where is the real sun? If Earth simply replaced the sun, the consequences would be instant and devastating. Our planet's core doesn't have nuclear fusion. It doesn't produce light or heat. This new, giant Earth would block the sun's warmth, plunging the solar system into an unimaginable cold. Within days, everything would begin to freeze. Mercury would become a frozen rock, and Venus a solid block of ice. Even if the sun remained and our giant Earth just appeared next to it, the outcome is no better. The sun's gravity would create catastrophic tidal forces, stretching and warping our planet until it's torn apart, layer by layer. Earth would become a distorted, glowing mess, slowly ripping itself to pieces. It would never become a star. Size alone isn't enough. It would need hundreds of times more mass to ignite fusion. Instead, it becomes a cosmic impostor, a giant, lifeless body that looks powerful but produces nothing. No light, no life, no future. From far away, alien astronomers might see a sun still burning, and next to it, a dark twin that shouldn't exist. A chilling reminder that growing bigger doesn't always mean becoming greater. A planet that reached for the size of a star, and lost everything in the process. Thanks for watching.